Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it took me a bit of time to post again. I was a bit busy with work and graduation application, but now I'm back. So, what are we doing today? As you know, I love creating tiles, so we're gonna do that again today. So basically, this time I decided to do a gradient of night. So you have the first tile that's basically the beginning of the night with the northern lights. The second one, it's the middle of the night, and the third one, it's basically close to the morning. Then, in order to have some common themes, you have the trees in the middle that's repeated throughout the three canvases, and then you have a black gradient on the top and the bottom of each of them. I am using the second tile that I had created earlier as a guideline to mark where the horizon is gonna be. That way, once you align everything, it's all symmetrical. And then once you have done that, you can start by gathering your material. I'm using acrylic paint. I like it because you can you can come over and put another layer and it doesn't get smudged with the previous layer. Just a heads up, so if you're asking why am I not putting the painting of all three tiles, it's because they're very similar in terms of design and process. So if you follow this one, you just have to repeat the same process with the other tiles basically. So once you have gathered your material, you want to pour in your colors, and I am gonna use a base of baby pink in the middle since the beginning of the morning situation going on. I also have some violet, some lavender, and then you want to take a big brush because we are basically doing the base. So you want to mix your white and red and make it pink. Mix it as much as you can, and I really like the texture of this paint. It's kind of very easy to apply. And then what I did was basically start with the middle and just apply the paint. It's the same process as painting a wall, if I could say that. You just go and put the paint on, and to be honest, this is the part I like the most because there's no thinking of detail. You don't really have to go with any precision. You just go and apply the paint on. And you have to remember that we are doing a reflection on the water, so the top side and the bottom side would kind of have the similar color. So here I am putting the pink on and applying it. I also like to put the paint on the side of the board just because I feel like it makes it looks more cleaner, and it gives you a nice view even from the side. So once you have applied your pink, now we can come and apply all the other colors that you decided. Me, I'm doing a pink, violet, purple, blue, and a black finish. But you don't have to necessarily go with the color. You can choose the pattern of sky you want and just apply it. I also added some red just to add some more drama, and at the end obviously you want to come and blend everything together. It's the same thing as if you're trying to do your eyeshadows or just paint anything. I added a white middle line because just so I don't get lost in pinks and don't remember where my reflection should be. So once you have done one side, you can go to the other side and just reflect the same color used the same way as a mirror. There's one technique where you can literally put a mirror in the middle and try to replicate it on the other side, or the easiest way, just look what color you have applied on the other side and follow it. It works too, and then you just blend and you create a reflecting medium. And then once you have colored everything, you made sure your sides are also colored, then you just have to let it dry. So once the board was dry, what I did, it was the time to paint the trees. I started with a violet, then I realized it wasn't dark enough, so I decided to mix some red and blue and create my own violet. Then with the brush side away, I just went ahead and made some vertical lines gradually, and I did the same thing on the other side of the river to create the reflection. And as you know, I always like to do the sides as well. So once I have had the reflection done, I needed to create the horizontal line, so which is basically I took a knife, put some white paint on, and draw the line, and you have the perfect water reflection. You just add some quick line here and there, and boom, you have your reflection going on. Then I also wanted to create some drama in the sky, I guess, but then I realized that it wasn't really working much and I was just messing it up. So what I did, I retook the paint again and just redrew the sky all over. So and that's why I really like the acrylic, because you can paint over, make mistake, go over again. It's very how do you call it, it pardons you, it doesn't blame you, and you can keep painting and do what you want to do. So I basically finished it off, recreated the sky. And once my sky was dry again, what I did, I wanted to add some stars. So you basically take a toothbrush, put some white paint on it, and then just use your finger to smudge it and just spray it all over. And here you go, you have like little stars all over your sky. And this is it. You're basically done with your painting, and you just have to let it dry. So once your painting is dry, I always like to use a layer of varnish. It just adds a little bit of glow to it. And the one I use is basically gloss varnish, or you can choose any type of varnish you want. And then you just come and put it on. You have to make sure that your paint is dry before applying the varnish, because otherwise it's just gonna get smudged. And then you take a very judicious amount and you just coat your entire painting. Don't forget the sides. It always makes the painting a bit cleaner. And then you do the same thing for all the other ones too. So here I am taking the second tile and vernishing it. I'm not gonna put a step-by-step process of all 3 tiles, because it's basically the same thing repeated 3 times. You can use the process shown for the tile here, and then just choose a different type of color or a different set of color and create 2 more tiles, and that's basically you have your set. So here is the finished product. You have your set of tiles. You can switch them around and put them the way you want. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.